Good morning, friends. This is Professor Dr. N.S. Pawar, Professor and Head Department of Botany, SSPS Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sindhekada, District Dhude. Today we are going to study the general characteristics, similarities of algae with that of the fungi. Similarly, the similarities and differences between the algae and bryophytic plants, as well as we further enlightened on the reproduction in algae. Now, the similarities of algae in relation to the fungi. Both the plant groups have thalloid plant body. The thallus in both the cases may be unicellular or multicellular one. If they are multicellular, then it is much well developed, but there is a lack of conductive tissue in both the cases. Mostly algae are aquatic in habitat. Some fungi may also endeavor their life in aquatic conditions. They are found in both freshwater as well as marine condition. The algae may occur in the terrestrial condition. Similarly, fungi also have habitat in the terrestrial condition. The algae and fungi are commonly or collectively, collaboratively form lichen thallus. The cells of eukaryotic cells are eukaryotic in both the cases. However, in some cases, some algae there may be prokaryotic nature also reported. The reproduction in both the cases is take place by means of vegetative process as well as sexual and asexual methods. The sex organs are either unicellular or multicellular, but characterized by without jacketed covering. After fertilization, in both the cases, that is algae and fungi, there is no formation of embryo. Besides the similarities, there are certain differences also in both the groups. Like algae are mostly aquatic, but fungi may mostly they are terrestrial condition. The algae prefer to grow in light condition, but fungi may occur in darkness or in dim light also. The algal cells may be prokaryotic or eukaryotic. However, the fungal cells are mostly eukaryotic in nature. The algal cell wall is made up of cellulose. However, the fungal cell wall is made up of special type of fungal cellulose called as chitin. The plant body of algae is made up of it is thalloid and made up of parenchymatous cells. However, in fungi, the plant body is made up of pseudoparenchymatous cells, either or they may be the false tissue. In algae, there is a chlorophyll pigment which is dominating in all the plant orders and divisions of the algae. However, the fungi are characterized by having non-chlorophyllous plants. The algae are autotrophic mode of nutrition. However, the fungi are heterotrophic mode of nutrition. There may be saprophytic, they may be symbiotic, or they may be parasitic in nature. The algae has the reserve food material, typical starch. However, in fungi, the reserve food material is in the form of glycogen and oil. Now we see the similarities between the algae and bryophytic plants. Both the plant groups, that is algae and bryophytes, are thalloid in nature. However, in certain cases, certain bryophytes, there may be some differentiation occurs. The thallus of both the groups are multicellular. Similar to algae, bryophytes also occur in moist soil. Algae, similar to algae, bryophytes also require water for the reproductive process. The mode of reproduction in both the cases is vegetative, asexual, and sexual method. Besides that structures, the bryophytes and algae both are autotrophic in nature. Despite of these similarities, the algae and bryophytes have differences also. The mostly algae are aquatic in nature, but bryophytes endeavor their life on the moist soil, or they may be shade-loving plants. The water is required for the growth and development of algae. However, in bryophytes, water is essential for the sexual reproduction process. The algal cells may be prokaryotic. However, the bryophytic cells are mostly eukaryotic in nature. The algal cell wall is made up of cellulose. However, In fungal cells, in bryophytic cells, the cell wall is made up of cellulose, or there may be further deposition of secondary cell wall in certain cases. Thallophytic plant body is characteristic feature of thallophytic and parenchymatous nature of the algae is characteristic feature of algae. However, the bryophytes are having some differentiation of the tissue in certain cases. The reproductive structure are without protective coverings, but in bryophytes there is a the antherozoites and archegonia, the reproductive structures are typically covered by a protective covering called as a jacket. In case of algae, the gametophyte and sporophytic plants are independent to each other, but in bryophyte the sporophyte is dependent on gametophyte, and it mostly occurs on the gametophytic plant body. In algae, embryo is not formed. However, in bryophytes, a typical embryo may form in certain cases. Now we proceed to the structure of algal cells. The algal cells may be prokaryotic as well as eukaryotic. If it is a prokaryotic in nature, then it lacks the true nucleus, well-developed organelles such as endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, chloroplast, mitochondria, and the lysosomes, etc., etc. However, the nucleus is represented by thread-like single circular DNA. The eukaryotic cell is a typical one. It has its own cell wall, a well-developed nucleus, and one or many chloroplast in them. Similarly, the mitochondria, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes are truly present in the eukaryotic cell. The eukaryotic cell may be flagellated or non-flagellated. The pigments which are dominant in algae are mostly chlorophyll, which is almost present in all the plant groups of algae, then carotenoids, phycobilins, bilioproteins, as well as icoerythrin. The algal flagella are the extremely fine structures developed from the anterior position of the algal cell. They may be one or pair or maybe more than one. Mostly all the flagella are similar in morphology. However, in certain cases there may be dimorphism is formed. Now we proceed to the reproductive structure in algae. The algal reproduction takes place by means of either vegetative means, then asexual method, as well as in a sexual method. The vegetative reproduction is due to the formation of either specialized structures or maybe the typical process, that one is called as a fragmentation. When due to certain reasons, the thallus of algae may be broken down into number of pieces, and each piece may give rise to the new thallus. Such a type of reproduction is called as fragmentation. It is a vegetative reproduction. This is a slide which showing that the thallus of Spirogyra is broken down into two pieces, and both these pieces can develop into new plant body. Now the second way of vegetative reproduction is the formation of fission. Fission is common in certain desmids, diatoms, and certain other unicellular algae. The cell divide mitotically into two daughter cells, each by formation of the septum in the center, and each daughter cell may give rise to the new plant body. Now second one is tubers. The tubers are spherical or globular bodies formed at the lower node of the rhizoids, as in case of Chara. Tubers are store reserve food material in them, and when they detach from the mother plant, each tuber can give rise new plant body. This is the diagram showing the fission or the binary fission by which two daughter cells are formed. Now next mode of reproduction in case of vegetative one is the development of adventitious branches. Adventitious branches are like a protonema developed on the rhizoids of Chara. On detachment of the mother plant, these protonema may develop into the new plant body. Then next type is Hormogonia. In blue-green algae like nostoc, Cylindrospermum, the main filament may be broken down into small fragments varying in length. These are called as the Hormogonia. The Hormogonia may form at the place of heterocyst in the filament. Each Hormogonium may develop into new plant body. Next is budding. In certain protocyclones, budding takes place due to the proliferation of the vesicle. The buds detach and make a new thallus. This is the diagram of Fucus distichus, in which certain vegetative branches are developed from the lower part of the thallus, and these branches may give rise to the new plant body. This is the diagram showing the hormogone, where the thallus is detached from this heterocyst and the smaller fragment gives rise to the new plant body. This is the bulbil, which develops at the lower nodes of the cara, and it, when on detachment of the mother plant, it gives rise to the new plant body. Now the second mode of reproduction is asexual method. The asexual mode of reproduction takes place with the help of some spores and structures. The fertilization and fusion of nuclei does not occur in such a type of reproduction. The reproduction takes place only by the protoplasm of a single cell. There are different mode of reproduction has been reported. The first one is zoospores, the second one is achainate, then aplanospores, hypnospores, tetraspores and autospores. Now we see one by one. Zoospores. The zoospores are flagellated asexual structures. The zoospores are formed in a reproductive body called as a zoosporangium. The zoospores can be biflagellated, for example, Chlamydomonas, and quadriflagellated, example, Ulothrix, Cladophora, or maybe multiflagellated, as in case of Oedogonium. The zoospores moved from in water and they germinate to make new thallus. Zoospores are normally formed under favorable conditions, as in case of Vauqueria, a compound of zoospores called synzoospores are formed. This is the diagram in which the cell producing zoospores, in which the cell's protoplasm is divided into number of parts, and each part develops into a single zoospores. These are the flagellated zoospores, which moved into water and can develop into the new thallus. Now second type of asexual spore is aplanospores. Aplanospores are formed under unfavorable conditions. The aplanospores are non-motile in nature, they in which the protoplasm gets surrounded by the thin wall. The aplanospores are released from the released and forms a new plant, for example, Ulothrix. In case of aplanospores and zoospores, the differences are just lacking of the flagella as in aplanospores. This is the diagram showing the aplanospores produced in Ulothrix. Now third type of spore is called as achainates. The achainates are formed under unfavorable condition. As the method of perennation, the achainates are thick-walled, non-motile structures like aplanospores. The achainates on release forms new thallus, as an example of Anabina. The important feature of achainates and aplanospores is that from each cell only one achainate is formed. However, in case of aplanospores, from each cell many aplanospores are formed. Now achainates. This is the diagram showing the achainates. These are the vegetative cells of the nostoc. This is the heterocyst, and this is quite large cells than the vegetative one. It is formed by gathering the food material from the neighboring cells, enlarging its size and formation of thick cell wall around it. Now next type of spore is a hypnospores. Hypnospores are thick-walled structures. These are formed during unfavorable conditions under prolonged unfavorable conditions. The protoplasm of hypnospores divides into make a cyst. The cysts are capable of forming new thallus, example Chlamydomonas nivalis. This is the example of the hypnospores which are formed during the unfavorable condition. Now tetraspores, these are the non-motile spores formed in some members of the Rhodophyceae and Phaeophyceae. For example, in Polycyponia, tetraspores are formed from the tetrasporophytic plant. They are specially developed structures in the Polycyponia. Now autospores, the autospores are the similar to aplanospores, but they are formed in certain cases where the morphology of autospores are similar to that of the that mother plant. So this is the diagram showing the autospores. Now palmilla stage. when the plant approaches to the dryness, as when the plants are left on the moist bank of the receding water of the ponds, the cells may of many algae continue to divide, but their contents are not liberated, and the entire mass is covered with a gelatinous covering. That structure is called the palmellate stage. This is the diagram where the entire content is divided, but it is not released, and the entire structure is covered by the gelatinous covering. Now, endospores. The endospores are found in certain bacillorophycean members. The endospores are formed within the cell. The endospores are forming, and the forming cell behaves as a sporangium. On each, on the approach of the favorable conditions, each endospore may develops into new plant body. This is the diagram showing the endospores. The important feature of the endospore is that the number of endospores are limited to 2 to 3 in each cell. Now, cysts are the thick-walled spore forming during the unfavorable condition, or even when the abundant food material is available in the habitat. During their formation, as in case of Vaugeria, the thallus becomes many septate, and each chamber has a form. Chamber thus form produces a thick-walled cyst. This is the diagram showing the cyst, where each cell is containing the rigid mass of the food material and covered by the thick cell wall. Now, this is the diagram showing the cysts of the Vaugeria. Now, the next method of reproduction is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction takes place by the fusion of different gametes, and which are of definitely different strains, or maybe of different physiological structure, and they forms zygote on fusion. And the process of fusion of both these gametes is called as fertilization, and the resultant cell form after the fertilization process is called as zygote. The gametes are formed in the gametangia, or by either simple mitotic division, or maybe by meiotic division. Depending upon the morphological and physiological characteristics of the gametes, sexual reproduction can be of different types, such as isogamy, then anisogamy, then oogamy, then hologamy, and autogamy. Sexual reproduction is by isogamy. In isogamous reproduction, the fusing gametes are morphologically similar. These gametes are physiologically different due to their hormonal structures, or in terms of hormones. The gametes are represented by positive and negative strands to show the morphological isogamy, but physiological anisogamy. Example: the Chlamydomonas, Eleutheryx, Spirogyra, and Zygnema. This is the diagram showing both these gametes are morphologically similar, but they are physiologically different. The one of them is positive or plus sign strain, and second one is of the negative or minus sign strain. The second method of sexual reproduction is, or second type of sexual reproduction is anisogamy. In anisogamy, the fusing gametes are morphologically as well as physiologically different one. They are formed in different gametangia. The microgametes or male gametes are smaller in size. It is active and usually motile in nature, and there is formed in large number. The number of male gametes are larger in number. Then the macrogametes, or it is also called as a female gamete, it is larger in size, it is less active, may be motile or non-motile, and formed in a relatively smaller chamber called as the smaller in number, for example Chlamydomonas. This is the diagram showing the typical morphological differences between the male and female gametes. Similarly, the number of gametes per organism also varies in anisogamy. They are not only morphologically, but they are physiologically also different one. Now, the next mode of sexual reproduction is oogamy. In this type of reproduction, it is the most advanced and common type of reproduction is found in most of the algae. The male gametes are microgametes. They are formed in antheridia, one of the specialized structure called as the sex organ. It is a male reproductive organ, and the size is comparatively smaller as compared to that of the female gametes, and the number is much larger than that of the female gamete. During fertilization, the male gamete reach to the oogonium or female gamete, so that fertilization takes place. Means a male gamete is always motile, while the female gamete is always non-motile. The female gamete is comparatively larger in size and restricted to only one in number. For example, certain Chlamydomonas. This is the diagram showing the female gamete or egg. It lacks flagella, so it never moves. Then, or it is non-motile one, and that of the sperm or male gamete, which has a distinct flagella, and therefore it is a motile one. It moves toward the female gamete and fuses with it to form the zygote. Now, these are the two rarely reported processes, or which are the common one, but alternative names. In hologamy, the unicellular thallus of positive and negative strain behaves as a gamete and gametes directly. The thallus itself acts as a gamete, and they fuses to form the zygote. Then autogamy. In autogamy, two gametes of same mother cells fuses to form the diploid zygote. Since both gametes are from the same mother same cell, there is no genetic recombination formed. For example, diatoms. And in certain plants, the conjugation is also reported. It implies the fusion of the two non-flagellated amoeboid gametes to form the zygote. They are morphologically similar but physiologically dissimilar. Example, conjugales. In freshwater alga, the sexual reproduction is based by means of pyrination, because it is followed by the formation of thick-walled zygote or oospore. This is the diagram where when the two strands of the different strains came in vicinity with each other, they develop the protuberances, and when these protuberances contact with each other, they form the junction between them, and the content of one strain is transported to the female strain, or the content of the positive strain is transported to the female or negative strain, and the cell in which the content is transferred, it forms the zygote. This is conjugation. These are the references which I have used for preparation of this video lecture. Please subscribe to my channel and share with each other. All these contents are prepared by using the references as well as certain internet material by my colleagues and friends on the internet. Thank you. If you have any questions, then you can ask me on WhatsApp or my channel also.